Hi class. In this video I am going to go over my PowerPoint slides on the dictionary. I am going to be using the American Heritage Dictionary 5th edition paperback, and the page numbers on these PowerPoint slides refer to this dictionary, the American Heritage Dictionary paperback. If you don't have this dictionary, the page numbers and the information is going to be off, and you may not be able to keep up with these slides. So I also have the slides available for you on PDF, so you can download the PDF file and print out the slides on your own. All right, so let's get started with my PowerPoint and my introduction to the dictionary. So in this section you'll learn different parts of a dictionary: the etymology, pronunciation, guide words, main entry, parts of speech, definition, and other spellings. So the first thing I want to talk about is called etymology. The origin of a word is called etymology. The etymology is the history of the word and what language the word came from. It is helpful to know the origin of a word to help understand the meaning of a word, to help remember the definition and spelling of a word. The etymology of the word is located in brackets at the end of the word. The language abbreviations used in etymologies is listed on Roman numeral page 7 in your dictionary. So if you go to Roman numeral page 7, which is in the beginning here, okay, this is Roman numeral page 7. It's at the beginning of the dictionary. What you have here is abbreviations of different languages, such as Dutch, Norwegian, Russian, Chinese, Egyptian. So the reason why we have etymology is because the English language is derived from many, many other languages. We're like a salad bowl of languages from different cultures and different languages. And also we have trademark words that have trickled into our language, and we also have combined words that have trickled into our language. And because of this, our language is very diverse in itself, but it's also good and helpful to know where the history and the origin of a word to help remember it. So I want to start with the first word here and in this dictionary, and I want you guys to go to page 51 in your dictionary. So I'm going to be talking from this page a lot in the next few slides. And the first thing I want you to do is I want you to scroll down to the right-hand side, and I want you to find the word astronaut. And so you can pause this video too if you have to stop to look for it. So it's on page 51. So if you look at the word astronaut, after all the definition and all the information about the word, what you have here in brackets is the etymology of astronaut. So what you have here, you see astro with a little plus sign, GK, which means nautis and sailor. So the word astronaut is derived from the Greek word sailor and the word astro, which means stars. So literally, an astronaut is a sailor of the stars, and that's the etymology of the word astronaut. So knowing this etymology is very helpful for you to try and remember words and what they mean. So looking at the etymology is a benefit to really understanding the word that you're reading about and learning about. So that's called etymology. Okay, your dictionary also has a pronunciation. The pronunciation of a word is located in parentheses next to the word. Your dictionary has a pronunciation guide on Roman numeral page 7. You can refer to the guide when you don't know how to pronounce a word. So oftentimes you will come across new words. So even if you sort of know what the word means, if you don't know how to pronounce it, you can use your dictionary to help you pronounce a word. Right next to the word, there's a pronunciation key, a pronunciation guide, and then there's a key on Roman numeral page 8. So again, if we look at the word astronaut, right next to the word astronaut, it's broken down into syllables for you with the pronunciation in parentheses right next to the word. So it'll help you pronounce the word properly. You can also go to Roman numeral number 8, and there's a pronunciation key for all the vowels and how they should sound if you need help with pronunciation of a word, because it's really an important detail to be able to pronounce a word correctly. Guide words are located at the top of the dictionary to indicate in what alphabetical order the words are listed for that page. The guide words help you locate a word fast. You should refer to guide words when you are searching for a word rather than scanning the page of the dictionary. So the guide words on top of page 51, where our word astronaut is assumed and astroturf. So the first word on page 51 is assumed, and the last word is astroturf. So between these two words in alphabetical order, astronaut fits there. So rather than looking up and down in the dictionary to figure out where the words are, looking at the guide words will help you find the word much faster if you know your alphabet, and it keeps you on your toes too. Main entry. A word is listed in bold on the page is called the main entry. The main entry of the word will be broken down by syllables. For example, barrel is broken down on the syllable of the word, which has 2 syllables. So if you look at astronaut, the word astronaut is broken down into 3 syllables, and it's the main entry of the word. So that also helps you with pronunciation, and it helps you with spelling as well. Parts of speech. Your dictionary also includes the different parts of speech for your word. Some words may have more than one part of speech, and the spelling of the word may also change if the part of speech changes. So if you look at the word astronaut, you have here the part of speech which it says N, which is a noun. So an astronaut is a person who is trained to pilot or otherwise participate in the flight of a spacecraft. So it's a noun. It's a person. So if you wanted to know what part of speech a word is, you would look it up in your dictionary, and the dictionary will help you figure that out. Definition. Your dictionary has the definition of the word listed by numbers. The first definition is usually the most common definition. Sometimes some words may have more than one meaning, so you should always know the context of your reading before you look up a word to find the meaning that is appropriate to the text. So for astronaut, you only have one definition, but there are other words in the dictionary that have multiple definitions of words. And so you have to look at the context of your reading to try and figure out which definition fits the word that you're looking for. And the right answer is always in conjunction with whatever reading you're doing or conversation you're having. And that's how you figure out if the definition is correct or not. Other spellings. Some words have alternate spellings. Your dictionary will include the alternate spelling. So if a word, it'll show you the plural. It'll show you the past and present tense of a word. So it's really helpful to know all those details too. If you're not sure if you're using the correct word in the correct tense, you can look it up in your dictionary. Your dictionary, this American Heritage Dictionary, also has other information that you may need. For example, if you look on page 65, there's a picture of a bandana. So if you didn't know what it looked like, there's a picture of it, and there's a definition of the word bandana. And there's a lady on page 65 who is wearing a bandana. Your dictionary also includes pictures and short little biographies of people. So if you look on page 104, there's a picture of Ray Bradbury. And if you didn't know who he was, you would look in the dictionary, and it's always listed by the last name. So Ray Bradbury is an American. Well, actually, he's passed away since this book came out, but this edition came out. But Ray Bradbury was an American writer, and he was born in 1920. It also gives pictures of other things that you may not know what it looks like just from the dictionary definition. So if you look on page 105, there's a short braille graph on there for you, so you can see what that looks like. And if you look on page 401, there's a picture of Hiroshima, which is a place. So if you're reading about places, people, and things, you can look them up in your dictionary as a first reference source to try and figure out what the meanings are. Especially if you're reading about a place, you want to get a little information about it. Of course, you can always look them up in an encyclopedia later, but this is just a really quick reference guide. So my recommendation is to always have your dictionary next to you while you're reading to help get you through your reading selection. So that's my PowerPoint on the dictionary. I hope this helped you a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.